Changes in sector importance. Welcome back. In this video, we will explore how the importance of different economic sectors changes over time. This concept is critical for understanding how economies evolve, especially as countries industrialize and shift their focus from one sector to another. By the end of this video, you will understand the key reasons behind these changes and the impact they have on both developing and developed economies. Let's dive into the topic and look at some specific examples from Pakistan and other parts of the world. Changes in sector importance over time. The importance of economic sectors, primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary, doesn't stay the same forever. As countries develop, they tend to move from being reliant on one sector to another. This shift is mainly driven by factors such as technological advancement, changes in consumer demand, and global trade dynamics. The process of industrialization. When a country begins to develop, one of the first noticeable changes is the process of industrialization. Industrialization refers to the growth of the secondary sector, where raw materials are transformed into manufactured goods. As manufacturing grows, more jobs are created in industries like textiles, automobiles, and electronics, which leads to an increase in the relative importance of the secondary sector. Example from Pakistan. Pakistan has gone through phases of industrialization, particularly in the 1970s and 1980s, when the government focused heavily on boosting the manufacturing sector. The textile industry, especially in cities like Karachi and Faisalabad, became a central part of the economy, and the country's export base expanded significantly. Industrialization in Pakistan has helped the country reduce its reliance on agriculture. Although the primary sector still employs a large portion of the population. Key point: industrialization is often a crucial phase in a country's development as it leads to economic growth, job creation, and increased exports. Consequences of industrialization. The process of industrialization brings both benefits and challenges. Let's break these down. Benefits. Increased national output. Industrialization leads to a significant rise in a country's gross domestic product, GDP. This is because manufacturing adds value to raw materials, creating products that can be sold at higher prices. Job creation. As factories expand, they create jobs for a large number of workers. For example, the textile factories in Faisalabad employ hundreds of thousands of people. Improved living standards. With more jobs and increased output, living standards improve as people have more income to spend on goods and services. Challenges. Urban migration. As industrial jobs are mainly in cities, people tend to migrate from rural to urban areas, leading to overcrowding and housing shortages. In Pakistan, major cities like Karachi and Lahore have experienced rapid urban growth, straining their infrastructure. Environmental concerns. Industrialization can also lead to pollution and environmental degradation, especially when factories are not regulated properly. Key point: while industrialization leads to economic growth, it also creates challenges such as urbanization and environmental damage, which countries need to manage carefully. De-industrialization in developed economies. In contrast, developed economies often experience a process called de-industrialization. This refers to the decline of the secondary sector as manufacturing jobs move to countries where labor is cheaper. In developed countries, there is often a shift towards the tertiary and quaternary sectors, which focus on services and knowledge-based industries. Example from the United Kingdom. In the UK, the manufacturing sector has shrunk considerably since the 1980s. The country once relied heavily on industries like coal mining and steel production, but many of these jobs have disappeared as factories either moved abroad or were replaced by automation. Today, the UK economy is dominated by the service sector, including finance, education, and healthcare. Key point: de-industrialization occurs when economies mature, leading to the growth of service-based industries and a decline in manufacturing jobs. Impact of deindustrialization in Pakistan. Although Pakistan is still in the industrialization phase, certain sectors have already begun to deindustrialize. For instance, small-scale manufacturing businesses have struggled due to competition from China and other countries with lower production costs. As a result, the focus is shifting towards service industries, such as banking, telecommunications, and IT. Example from Pakistan. The IT sector in Pakistan has shown rapid growth over the last decade. Companies like Systems Limited and NetSol Technologies are leading the way in offering IT services not only within Pakistan, but also to international clients. This shift from manufacturing to services marks a significant change in the structure of the economy. Key point: as economies grow, they may experience a decline in manufacturing and an increase in service-based industries, reflecting changes in global demand and competition. Consequences of deindustrialization. The shift from the secondary sector to the tertiary and quaternary sectors comes with both positive and negative consequences. Positive consequences: increased demand for services. As incomes rise, people tend to spend more on services like healthcare, education, and entertainment. This leads to growth in the tertiary sector. Higher skill requirements. The quaternary sector, which includes technology and innovation, demands a highly educated and skilled workforce. This pushes governments and businesses to invest more in education and training. Negative consequences. Job losses in manufacturing. As industries move away from manufacturing, workers who were previously employed in factories may struggle to find new jobs, especially if they lack the skills for service-based roles. Need for retraining. Countries must invest in retraining programs to help workers transition from declining industries to growing ones. Conclusion and key insights. In conclusion, the relative importance of economic sectors changes as countries develop. 1. In developing countries like Pakistan, we see a focus on industrialization with growth in the secondary sector. 2. In developed economies, there is a shift towards the tertiary and quaternary sectors as deindustrialization occurs. Understanding these changes is critical for predicting the future of economic development and identifying opportunities in different sectors. As Pakistan continues to industrialize, it's important to be aware of the challenges and opportunities that come with sectoral shifts. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more valuable insights and tutorials on O and A level business. This video was created by Dr. Sajad Haider, O and A level business specialist. Stay tuned for more content.